They're two giants in automation, but if you had to choose, which one truly powers your workflows better? On one side, Pipedream, famed for its developer-centric features. On the other, Microsoft's Power Automate, the powerhouse for business process automation. Today we're pushing them through practical, real-life scenarios that matter most: ease of use, integrations, pricing, flexibility, and more. No need for fancy jargon, we're focusing on what really counts. Every category scores points, so you'll know exactly who leads where. And the winner, it could surprise you, leads where. And the winner, it could surprise you. Let's dive in. Alright, check out this mind map. It's got all the categories we're going head to head on. Price, flexibility, integrations, developer experience, enterprise and security, and lastly, the whole ecosystem thing. We'll break each one down so you don't have to do any of the guesswork. Let's start with price, because honestly, who doesn't care about that, right? Pipedream gives you a super generous free tier and pay-per-use, which means you're not stuck with a giant bill at the end of the month if you don't go wild with usage. But some advanced stuff will cost you in credits. Power Automate can come bundled inside a Microsoft 365 subscription, which sounds awesome till you fall down the rabbit hole of complex pricing and find half the cool stuff locked behind premium. So honestly, Pipedream just feels way more transparent and, wallet friendly. I chalk this one up as a win for Pipedream. Next, flexibility. So if you love tinkering, Pipedream is honestly a dream. You get JavaScript, Python, Node.js, write code, go low code, whatever. And seriously, they have over 1,500 connectors. Only thing, you'll need to know some code for the wild stuff. Power Automate is, friendlier for non-coders, and it's got those classic drag and drop flows, but when you want to go beyond their ecosystem, it feels pretty limited. Extending it with custom code can get kind of clunky. If you want open-ended flexibility, Pipedream is totally in the clunky. If you want open-ended flexibility, Pipedream is totally in the lead here. Integrations. Oh, this is actually closer than you'd think. Pipedream? It's API first, and it totally shines with the latest SaaS tools and webhooks. Sometimes it needs a workaround for ancient on-premise stuff though. Power Automate, on the other hand, is just legendary when it comes to plugging into everything. Microsoft Teams, Dynamics, SharePoint, you name it. It's fantastic for businesses running on Microsoft, but if you're playing outside that stack, not as deep. But honestly, for pure numbers and reach, I'd call this one a tie. Oh, and here's something cool for trivia nerds. Did you know Power Automate used to be called Microsoft Flow back when it first launched in 2016? Look it up, throwback vibes. Alright, now let's talk about developer experience. Pipedream is honestly built for coders. It's super open, lets you edit code directly, sync to GitHub, play with CLIs, the whole shebang. So yeah, it might look intimidating if you've never written code, but if you have, it just feels freeing, Power Automate's got a really friendly drag and drop GUI and a ton of templates, but their scripting support is limited and it's much less open for pro developers. If you're a technical user, Pipedream is just plain fun. It definitely wins this one. Okay, enterprise and security time. The serious business stuff. This is where Power Automate's like, hey, let me show you my certifications. It's got all those compliance badges, Azure AD, RBAC the works. It's what big companies love, and not just because of the name. Pipedream is great for startups and smaller techie teams, but if you need deep IT hooks or layers and layers of security paperwork, Power Automate is still top dog. This round goes to Power Automate. Last up, the ecosystem. Power Automate is basically everywhere. Like, if your office uses Microsoft, you've probably already seen it lurking in your apps. It works crazy well with other Microsoft tools, but yeah, the downside is there's some classic vendor lock-in. Pipedream is growing fast, super open, and it's easy to share stuff in their community, but it's just not as massive yet. So Power Automate definitely rules in this category, though it's mostly within the Microsoft world. Let's lay it all out for you with this radar chart. You'll see Pipedream just dominating in price, flexibility, dev experience, and holding steady with integrations. Power Automate? It's all about that security and ecosystem plus solid Microsoft integrations. There isn't really a total wipeout. It's more like each is built for a different kind of user. So here's the deal. If you're a developer or a small team that loves having raw power and flexibility right at your fingertips, Pipedream is just more fun. But if you're working for a company that has 1 million SharePoint sites and lives in Excel, Power Automate is practically made for you. Personally, I love how Pipedream just lets you hack away, but I get why Power Automate is the corporate darling. Alright, if you're heading into automation territory, make your pick based on how you actually work. And hey, hit follow if you want more honest breakdowns like this. See you in the next